How does your body react when your mental health is declining? Please leave your comment below. Chapter 8: Dealing with Loneliness in the Digital Age. The impact of social media on male friendships. How social media can both help and hinder the process of building real friendships. In the modern world, social media plays a significant role in how men form and maintain friendships. On one hand, platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter can help men stay connected with old friends, find new connections, and engage in communities with shared interests. These platforms also provide a convenient way for men to stay informed, share updates, and even meet people they wouldn't have encountered otherwise. However, social media also has a darker side when it comes to friendship building. For many men, social media can contribute to a sense of superficial connection rather than meaningful, in-person relationships. The nature of online communication, often short, curated, and filtered, doesn't foster the depth or intimacy that comes from face-to-face interactions. While social media allows men to maintain a broad network of acquaintances, it can leave them feeling disconnected, isolated, or unfulfilled. Social media's impact on male friendships is especially evident when it comes to emotional intimacy. Men often turn to online interactions for validation, seeking likes and comments to feel seen and appreciated. However, this form of validation doesn't provide the emotional nourishment that real-life connections offer. It's easy to mistake a like for genuine connection or to feel as though you're part of a community when, in reality, these online interactions lack the depth and support of true friendships. Additionally, social media can distort our perceptions of other people's lives. The constant stream of highlight reels can leave men feeling inadequate as they compare their own friendships and lives to those they see online. This comparison trap can intensify feelings of loneliness, particularly when men perceive that their friends are living more fulfilling lives or enjoying deeper connections. Despite these challenges, social media doesn't have to be a barrier to building meaningful friendships. In fact, when used thoughtfully, social media can complement real-life relationships. It's essential to use these platforms with awareness and intention, rather than relying on them as the sole source of social engagement. Turning online connections into real ones. Strategies for turning digital friendships into face-to-face connections. While social media can offer initial connections, turning these digital relationships into real-life friendships requires intentional effort. Many men struggle with the transition from online interactions to in-person meetings, often due to the perceived awkwardness or the fear of rejection. However, transforming online connections into meaningful face-to-face relationships is not only possible, but it can also enrich your social life and provide a stronger sense of connection. One effective strategy is to start by engaging in direct messaging or private conversations with people you connect with online. Instead of simply liking posts or leaving comments, make an effort to initiate deeper conversations. Ask questions, share personal experiences, and discuss mutual interests. The goal is to move beyond surface-level exchanges and start building a rapport. Once you've established some familiarity online, consider taking the next step, suggesting a meetup in person. This might feel intimidating, but it's an essential part of building a real connection. You can suggest casual activities that provide natural opportunities for conversation, such as grabbing a coffee, attending a local event, or participating in a hobby or sport together. If the other person feels comfortable, they'll likely be open to meeting in person. It's important to approach these first meetings with low pressure. Keep the focus on getting to know each other better rather than putting too much emphasis on forming a lasting friendship right away. The goal is to see if the connection translates into the real world and to determine whether there's potential for further interaction. Keep the meeting casual and low-key to avoid overwhelming yourself or the other person. Be prepared for the possibility that not all online connections will translate into strong in-person friendships, and that's okay. Some people may not be interested in pursuing a deeper connection, and that's a natural part of socializing. What matters is that you took the initiative to move beyond the digital realm and attempt to form a real-world bond. By continuously seeking opportunities to meet people in person, you can create a network of meaningful connections that goes beyond the virtual world. Avoiding the pitfalls of virtual relationships, how to manage the unhealthy reliance on social media and foster more meaningful interactions. While social media can help initiate connections, it's crucial not to fall into the trap of relying on it as the primary means of building relationships. When social media takes precedence over face-to-face interactions, it can contribute to feelings of loneliness and emotional disconnection. The key to fostering meaningful friendships is to create a balance between your online and offline social lives. One of the primary pitfalls of relying too much on social media is the illusion of social connection. Spending hours scrolling through your feed, liking posts, or chatting in group chats might give the impression of being socially engaged, but it doesn't replace the emotional depth of in-person conversations. Over time, this can lead to a sense of isolation as online interactions lack the vulnerability and authenticity of real-life connections. To manage the unhealthy reliance on social media, it's important to set boundaries around your digital engagement. Try limiting the amount of time you spend on social platforms each day and set aside specific times for meaningful in-person interactions. You might also consider taking periodic breaks from social media to help reset your relationship with it. During these breaks, focus on spending time with friends, participating in hobbies, or engaging in activities that don't involve screens. Another important step in avoiding the pitfalls of virtual relationships is to actively pursue real-world connections. While it's tempting to spend hours connecting with people online, face-to-face interactions offer a deeper level of connection that social media simply can't replicate. Whether it's meeting up with a friend, joining a hobby group, or attending a local event, prioritizing in-person connections will help you develop more meaningful relationships that combat loneliness. Lastly, be mindful of how social media impacts your mental health. Constant exposure to the curated lives of others can lead to negative self-comparisons and feelings of inadequacy. Recognize that what you see online is often a highlight reel, not a true reflection of reality. It's important to practice self-compassion and remind yourself that your worth is not determined by how many likes or followers you have, but by the quality of the relationships you foster in real life. Moving forward, in the digital age, loneliness can often feel more pervasive, but it's possible to navigate the complexities of virtual relationships while still fostering meaningful, real-world connections. By being intentional about your social media use, turning online friendships into face-to-face connections, and managing your reliance on virtual interactions, you can build a rich and supportive social network that goes beyond the screen. In the next chapter, we'll explore the importance of creating support systems and how building a close-knit group of friends can provide lasting emotional support and resilience in times of challenge.